So we're going to get started. I want to thank everyone for coming out this morning despite the snow we got overnight, so thanks for making the trek. I want to thank the Friends of the Tewksbury Public Library for sponsoring this morning's concert and sponsoring all our programs here at the library for adults, teens, and kids. We're a very active programming library. We run one, sometimes two programs a day for adults. Our next big Christmas concert is a week from yesterday, so it's next Tuesday, 7 o'clock in this room. We're having the Gentlemen Songsters, which is like the Lowell barbershop chorus. They'll be here to sing Christmas carols next Tuesday, 7 o'clock in this room, weather permitting. I'm hearing we might get a storm. We'll see. All right, so if anyone has any cell phones on them, they want to turn those to vibrate or silence. Restrooms are down the hall on the right before you get to the front desk. I anticipate the program lasting approximately an hour or so, ballpark. And we may get some folks who trickle in from upstairs, and we'll do our best to accommodate them without disrupting you all. So we'll see how that works. All right, so this morning, the community, and I also want to thank Jason and Brian from Tewksbury Telemedia for filming this morning's concert, and it'll be available on local access TV and on the town's YouTube page. All right, so the Community Music Center of Boston presents the Holiday A Cappella Carolers. Enjoy a performance from talented members of the Music Center. Sing along to your favorite holiday songs, set to beautiful 3- and 4-part harmony, and revel in the holiday cheer. So all 70 of us or so, let's give a big round of applause to the Community Music Center of Boston.
It's more than me, I promise.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So as we were getting situated and we're waiting for our friends to come in, I wanted to give a brief introduction to us. We are part of the administrative team at the Community Music Center of Boston. We all work in administration together, but we also all happen to be vocalists. And we want to take this opportunity to work up some carols and bring this to the good folks in Tewksbury. So thank you so much for having us. We're going to start with a wassail song. Oh, wait, no.
Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you, send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We are not daily beggars that beg from door to door, but we are neighbors' children whom you have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. God bless the master of this house, likewise the mistress too, and all the little children, the round table too. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
So curtain a little bit. The next song we are going to sing, or the next set of 3 songs, are a set of carols. And can anybody in the room tell me what a carol is? Can anybody tell me what a carol is? Mm-hmm. It's a song. It's a song specifically about Christmas. So sometimes when we're talking with students, some may say, my favorite things is my favorite carol, and we say no. That is a musical theater song, it is not a carol, even though sometimes we sing it at Christmas. The next three pieces we are going to sing are, well, let's start with Carol of the Bells.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What's a wassail? You didn't explain.
What's a wassail? So a wassail is a type of holiday drink. And once upon a time, when carolers were starting back in like the 1400s, which that's how long people have been traveling around and singing, you would come and say, I would like to sing for you and have a cup of wassail.
Here we'll have a cup of cider.
Yes. We'll sub it for cider. 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
So, did everybody enjoy a snow day with us last week out here in Tewksbury? Boston Public Schools had the day off, so that meant that our office got the morning off. And we were so excited to drive into Tewksbury from the city today because snow days out here look absolutely stunning. And in the city, we don't get how the snow hangs off the trees, and it was so lovely to come here this morning. We felt so lucky. Does anybody want to share something that they love to do on a snow day? What's one of your favorite things to do when it's a snow day? Are you more of an inside or an outside person? Yeah.
See the first footprints.
The first footprint, oh, it's so pristine, and then you get that walk outside and you follow it back.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Take your time, no intrusion at all. Are there people that just prefer to stay inside and watch it from the comfort of their home and the warmth? I think there are two types of people. You either want to go out and roll around in it, or you want to stay inside with a hot drink and enjoy. But it's hit or miss for us educators, because if we're in too many snow days, the end of the school year seems endless when the nice weather comes back. But still, we really appreciate it, and we're going to share a song with you now about loving the snow and letting it come. A 2, a 1, 2.
Oh, let it snow.
Snow, let it snow.
Snow, let it snow.
Snow, let it snow. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
The fire is slowly dying.
which some of you may be familiar with, and familiar in a more personal way. And for those who are less familiar with it, I wanted to share what my experience of Hanukkah has been with my family and still to this day. So we always gathered around the menorah, and I was told the story of the Maccabees. They came and they destroyed the second temple, and it was just destroyed, and the Jews felt very helpless, and they didn't know where to turn and what to do, but they found a little bit of oil, and the oil was only supposed to last 1 or maybe 2 nights, but it lasted 8 days and 8 nights, and it was enough for them to rebuild the temple and have a start for the Jews to come gather and be in safety and in fellowship together. And so because of this story, Hanukkah now is a day that is celebrated with much oil. So we fry potatoes and we have latkes. We light our menorah, and it has the 8 days, and we celebrate it for the length of that. And it's a sweet time too, so we often have jelly treats and things of that nature. And please enjoy. This is Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Said we want to play with the latkes to eat.
And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Said we want to play with them latkes to eat.
And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
So at this time, I would love if everybody up here could introduce themselves and tell what we do at the Community Music Center of Boston, and one fun fact about ourselves.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and my title is called Chief Advancement Officer, which doesn't really mean much, but it means that I oversee marketing and fundraising efforts at the Music Center. And one fun fact about me is I love all the seasons. I grew up in New England, sort of. I grew up in New York State, and I love the snow. A lot of people I know hate trudging through the winter, but I think it's beautiful and look forward to it every year.
Hi, my name's Taniqua. I'm the registrar and office manager at the Community Music Center of Boston. And a fun fact about me is that, honestly, I'm not a big fan of snow, but Tewksbury may have changed my mind.
My name is Samantha. I'm the director of the Early Childhood Program at the Music Center, which means I oversee programming for all students under age 7. And we love what we do at the Music Center. And a fun fact about me and my job there is that I also get to teach as a part of my administrative duties. So I spend part of my week in the classroom and a part of my week at the desk making it all happen. It's really special for me.
My name is Hannah Siegel, and similar to Samantha, I'm the administrative assistant, so I get to do a lot of behind-the-scenes magic, but I do get to couple that with working in the classrooms as well. A fun fact about me is that I also direct our adult community choir, Una Voce, and we're lovely. If you're ever down in Boston, please come check us out on a Tuesday night.
Hi, my name is Morgan Beckford, and I'm the Chief Programming Officer at CMCB, which means I am kind of sort of a little bit in charge of all of the programming for all 5,000 students that we serve across the city. A fun fact about me is that I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so I love Elvis, I love good barbecue. I'm still looking for good barbecue up here, so if anybody has any hints about where to find it, please feel free to find me and let me know.
Hi, my name is Quentin Powell. I'm the Community Engagement Manager, and I manage all of our partnerships that happen with schools and organizations in the afternoon. So all of our afternoon programs, we provide a lot of musical enrichment for those young folks. A fun fact about me is I come from North Carolina, the home of real barbecue. And next month on the 20th, I will have lived in New England for 9 years.
I'm Michael De Pasquale. I'm our Director of In-House Programs, which means I help to oversee the programming that happens at our location in the South End on 34 Warren, as well as our satellite program at the Boston Latin School. A fun fact about me is that besides enjoying singing, I'm also a cellist.
All right, so we're getting towards the second half of our program, and a couple of songs that we're about to sing are about babies, because Christmas and babies have a lot in common, like baby Jesus. I don't know. If you're into him, if you're not, that's cool too. So remember, 1, Sarah solo. 1, 2, 3.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus
our early childhood program could not come into the space doing carols without bringing some jingle bells. So we need to know if there's anybody in the crowd today who would like to ring some jingle bells and help us with the next song. All right, we see hands, we see hands. The only promise is they do have to come back with us. Oh, Hannah? Hannah, can you give me one? For one of our friends in the back. Oh, yeah.
Hannah, I can give mine away.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, and we see one in the back row. If there's any left, one in the back row? No? We're all out, we're all out. All right, so can we, very quickly, just to make sure that everybody is ready to be a part of the orchestra, can I give a 1, 2, 3, and then y'all ring. Perfect! One more time. 1, 2, 3, and awesome! Very nice work. All right, so on the next piece, feel free to jingle with us at any point, because I think we would welcome it at any point. Do, 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 do.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. And then say, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ringing, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. And we say, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is wide, go it while you're young. Take the reins tonight, sing the sleighing song. Get a bobtail bay, 40 has his speed. Hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. And then say, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Ho, 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 what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle all the way.
Hey! Very nice. Please give yourselves a good round of applause.
Nice job!
All right, and Samantha and Hannah are coming around to collect the jingle bells. We regret that we have to take them back, but we need to bring them to our next group of students at the center.
Thank you. Nice work.
Now, I don't know about you all, but jingle bells always make me think of the Polar Express. It's one of my favorite books. So verse 1, and then 1 and 3 in English. 1, 2. first verse that we sang may have been words that were unfamiliar to you all, but they may not have been. Does anybody know what language they might have been in? German. Yes, German. Thank you so much. And that's the original language that the piece was written in. So we wanted to bring that to you all as well as the English. Thank you. Thank you. I saw you singing along, and I was like, we should have brought you up here to sing it. My favorite. Yeah. Oh, cool. All right, so our next one, we're going back to bells for a little bit. Two pieces, we're going to sing one song that Hannah actually brought to us and is one that I had never heard before, but it's one that's very popular in our home around Hanukkah. It's called Ma'oz Tzur. And then after that, we will sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And after that, if there's one that you all would like to hear again or even sing along with or get a crack at singing along with the second one, we would love to take some audience requests. So from Ma'oz Tzur, Hannah, is there anything you want to tell us about this hymn?
No, I hope that you enjoy it, and if it's something that you sang in your home growing up, I hope you can find that warmth and joy that it brought you then, and continue to feel that on this beautiful day that we have.
Ma'oz
so bring it right here. Good tidings to you, wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a happy New Year.
So we would love to know from you all if there's another one you might like us to sing, or if some of you might like to come up and sing with us. Anybody got another one that they might want to hear? How about Rudolph? There you go. Let's do some Rudolph. Okay. Unison. You might need to help us with the words.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as he shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history.
Is there another one y'all might want to hear? Frosty. Frosty. All right. Let's see. Frosty the Snowman, Jolly Frosty the Snowman was a fairy tale that
When I see a show of hands, you don't have many bells, but if someone really feels like they want some bells.
especially if you didn't read it the first time.
The friends in the back did.
Yeah, our friends in the back. So let's bells.
Not a bell?
Wait for Hannah to come back.
More bells? More bells? Yeah, plenty.
Are you ready? more. We can sing one we've already done, or we can keep singing some new ones. We just want to make y'all happy. Oh, Holy Night. Okay, we hear Oh, Holy Night, we hear Silent Night.
Santa Claus is coming to town. 12 days of Christmas.
She asked for Oh, Holy Night. Should someone sing it as a solo? I could do it, or Quentin could do it. Do you want to hear it do Oh, Holy Night?
Again.
You can pick whatever key you want.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Quentin's a tenor. He's going to give us some Oh, Holy Night. And we'll end this out. Just pick a key. You good.
I can't remember the words. I have to read them to me. Hey, how's it going?
Stars are bright.
Okay.
It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and his soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
I mean, he's the closest I've ever been to Pavarotti.
Oh, shut up.
The last request we heard was Silent Night, and maybe for this one, if all of you would like to sing with us, we'd love to have you. Maybe let's do verses. Shall we do the German or the English? English. So let's do. Any more about? Let's do verses 1 and 3. No. We are not German. No.
We were cutting up.
Are we going to do all three?
Just 1 and 3.
1 and 3? Okay.
So for this one, we would like to invite all of you to sing with us.
Child.
Thank you.